50 years, y'all don't think he fucked in jail? This is a rapist we talking about. He have an addiction for sex. It's a sickness, it's an illness. To be a rapist, you don't just stop raping no matter what environment you in. If it's a fucking squirrel out there, you gonna fuck a squirrel. If you in a forest, you gonna fuck a if you in the ocean, you a rapist in the ocean, he gonna fuck a fish. It's like, it's a sickness. It's something they adapt to all habitats, but that shit is just in them. I don't know why y'all feel like he changed his life when he went to jail. He wasn't fucking. No, he was fucking so bad in jail, he didn't even kill no more. They sent his ass to Alcatraz. They say do an interview on Tone White. I ain't tripping on doing no interview. I already heard he a stand-up man. If he ever wanted to interview, he can get an interview, but I heard he a stand-up man. If they vouch for Tone, I vouch for Tone. You feel what I'm saying? I never heard nothing bad about him. I always hear good things about him. I respect all the stand-up men and shit. That's like, I don't know who Tone is or nothing, but if I was getting into a big psych and he was to reach out to somebody and be like, bro, I'm Tone such and such, and I do my research and I don't feel like y'all should do that on Man Time for the strength of me, I respect people like that. Like, I respect people, y'all. No one's bigger than the program, not even Aunt Glizzy. I don't. Y'all think I go outside the program. That's not outside the program. I know who connect the dots in this city. I know what's dangerous and what's not dangerous. I know what to play with and what not to play with. It just seems like I'm reckless. Y'all just feel like that. My mom walking up and down these streets untouched because the people I get into it with is not them type of people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not saying Barbara's untouchable. It's just I know what to do and what not to do. Y'all just feel like I don't. Man, respect man. But yeah, though. Nah, though. I'm just saying, though. I feel like bruh still be getting away with that shit. Like, and as the men, I feel like as the men, like, not even no Instagram or no new YouTube shit. However, the men conversate, the men need to pull up and have a conversation though about this DC Blacks page and this image that is putting out for the people. That's all. Like, at least a conversation about it, cause it's like, it's weird as fuck though, bro. It's like, yeah, I get into it with Eon. Eon could say side high, my mother a crackhead, this, that, the third. But he got a pedophile talking on his platform. It's like been in the. It's not even real anymore. It's like, what's real over there? I can't separate the real from the fake over there no more. And I don't think the men know what's really going on that platform to understand it. That's all.
See, that's like the generation be different. It's like who, it's like you who this is. It's like you who this is.
You know who this is.
Oh, you know who this
You
is?
acting like me, Mo. Like, how the fuck is you reading the comments like me? Stop playing.
What do you say? Duke was funny as shit off the Fed. Which was Duke? Who was Duke? Psych. Psych was funny. Hey, you know, I'm the biz still, you know what I mean? But everywhere I've been, you know, when it's time to get down, it's time to get down. We time to go to the hole. Pack up, men. We going to the hole.
I say, love y'all, blanket, y'all. This baby blanket. This the one she don't care about. She got three fucking
Like,
Hello Kitty baby.
been a man since Sasha Bruce. Appreciate that home team. That's real. Hey, say, hey, big say, was you and Eon in any spot together? No, I never been around Eon in the field.
I ain't even knocking Eon. Like, I know his story, bro. I know him personally, bro. He never been tough. He always been a journalist, good nigga. Walk up with a nigga introduce him through a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maneuver his way. I understand that. I'm not even knocking Eon. But if you dish all this shit out, just make sure, like, bro, I don't got no skeletons in my closet. It's like I don't, it's nothing. Like, they start talking about my mother, the cause of this, so when I get on the same tip, they be like, "Ass, you tripping?" No, bro, fly. If you gonna talk about Psy and this shit, let's talk about fly.
I'm saying this what I'm saying, right? Psych for president. Listen, this what I'm saying on me, right? When I was a gangster and when I went to the feds and Tone and them taught us, like, this is what you shouldn't take. This is what you like. This is what you move out about. This is what you know what I mean? When I got them lessons, bro, like, I moved on them lessons. People, what you want, Psych? Hey, what's up, big homie? _ solid, man. I'm just giving them law about our generation, big home. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, like when we had to be the men, when it was our time for us to be the men in our generation, we was the men, bro. Don't no rapists come around us. And if they do come around us, if an old timer was to say, hey, you know he a rapist, boom, guess what we gonna do? Oh yeah? Hey, now you man enough to tell us this. You better be man enough to repeat it, because we're gonna let them, because we don't got no paperwork. We don't have no paperwork, we don't got no proof. So what we do is now we're gonna bring him right here, and you're gonna repeat that. You see what I'm saying? We put it in all gossip, backbiting, and all that. We bring him right there. Hey, he says you're a rapist. What is he talking about? Because if we go looking for the paperwork and we find out that you're a rapist, you know what we're going to do to you, right?
How do you make it 50 years in the system unscarred? He got released in
He was at ADX, bro. He was at ADX. He was at ADX, bro.
Are you right?
He was at ADX, bro. ADX is non-contact.
I gotta remember that he was in the facility.
Yeah, you see, Glizzy live said right in the gym, bro. Again, whoever tell us that a nigga is weird, we call him front line, right?
They say he was the ADX.
I'm front line. Before ADX, he wasn't in the penitentiary, bro. He wasn't in the penitentiary. He was in holdovers when Lawton closed. Lawton closes. They sent them to Ohio holdovers and everywhere else because they was trying to figure out where they was going to put them people. And those holdovers, and those federal holdovers are places that you go through
before you get to where you're going. I know that much.
So because they was going to them holdovers in places like that, they was escaping, they was raping, they was taking, they was doing everything in the world. He got sent to Marion. Marion is just like ADX. It's a lockdown facility. It's not a facility where you're coming out with people. Boom.
So
he got out of Marion.
I'm going to cut you off. So when he's saying he shot calling and this, that, and how the fuck is that happening?
Bro, I've been to 8 penitentiaries, bro. Never heard of the man. Never heard of it.
Never
heard.
I'm only confused because he said his homeboys doing all this, coming back, telling them and shit. But you saying he not around people,
bro. How do you get a note out of ADX,
bro? He got
everything,
bro.
Like
he got endless stories of how people come up to his cell and he around people, and bro, he said he's around people.
There's a documentary about the Latin King, the man that started the Latin Kings, right? He wrote a letter and tried to code the letter. There are snitches, bro. It's something called SIS in the feds. No codes, they go and you send them out.
How was Fly boxing on the boxing team if he was in a non?
In Lawton, bro. In Lawton, that was Lawton, bro. There's no boxing team in the feds. In a lot of penitentiaries, if they catch you doing push-ups, they're gonna. They don't want you to do no up in a ball of chew in their mouth. They will stop you from working out if they see you working out. Like it's zero tolerance. You got to work out behind the door or like early in the morning. So basically, it's a cool
he went from Lawton to holdover to see where he was going, but he was fucking up in the holdovers. They sent him to ADX.
Murray and then ADX. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's like, bro, like you can't put him generation.
Some of this shit, bro was saying people was coming up to his
Lord, not the feds, bro. None of those spaces that you name is a penitentiary, bro. None of them. Right. None of them, bro. None of them do the place low. Atlanta became a low. But listen, bro. First off, we don't have a shot called in DC, bro. If you ever hear somebody say, yeah, the DC shot call, he lying. It's a lie. We don't have shot callers in DC, bro. In the feds, there are no shot callers because shot callers go and talk to the police, bro. And they dictate who goes to jail and who comes out. In DC, if you get me locked up, I'm coming out And then when I come out, I'm coming to do something to you. Hey, thank you, man. Anybody been in the feds, please let Ant know there's no shot callers in the feds, bro. No shot callers ever in history in D.C., bro.
Oh, bro, was a
Look
vicious
at
shot
the
caller.
comments. No shot callers in D.C. None.
So
No
how the
shot
fuck did he
in
get to
history.
say this then?
Bro, this is because, look, that's their content. That's content, bro.
Bro, this is
But in
DC
D.C.,
blacks, bro. This is
I've been
in
in
the
8
world,
penitentiaries, bro.
bro. It's
I've
people
been
from all over
frontline
the
in
world
8
in them
penitentiaries.
comments, bro.
Bro, I've been frontline in 8 different penitentiary yards, bro. I'd have been stabbed. I'd have been whooped by the police. I'd have been stripped naked and locked in a cell. I'd have been given a paper sheet. I'd have been starved by the police. I'd have been all that, bro. We have no shot callers in D.C. And if we catch you walking up there talking to the police about anybody on the yard, you might as well stay up there with the police. Don't come back to our yard. There's no shot callers in D.C., but they will call some dudes up there. But I'm saying no big. I'm underscore solid. They call certain dudes up there, and certain dudes be going up there and bucking and telling them, listen, man, I can't tell you who to let out the hole or who to keep in or who to send to the hole. You know what I mean? Because it's that fine line of when somebody gets locked, even if the police not calling you up there unless it's a give and take, a favor for favor. The police want something in return for talking to you, or you thinking that you're gonna keep getting people out the hole. It's that fine line that somebody might, and if they get locked up, that dude now has the right to say that nigga got me locked up. He got the right. And now you trying to game, right? Boom, we might be getting with be like, hey, listen, work with the DC dudes, Holmes. Like, we need to talk to somebody that's home to the lieutenant office. But Tone to tell them, look, I don't talk to no police and what they do because they know that we as young homies look up to Tone because we know Tone ain't gonna tell us nothing wrong. We know Tone not gonna tell us to do something he's not gonna do himself. So what we do, I mean, what the police do, they lock Tone ass up because they think Tone the one that's gonna give us, Tone is our general. Tone is the big homie. Tone gonna be the one to tell us how we should and shouldn't move. You see what I'm saying? So they'll lock Tone up so we won't get no instructions. Once they lock Tone up, did not give us instructions, now they'll bring somebody else up there that they think is second big homie. It's like Tone because the Serranos are pushing peace and they want to talk to somebody. You see what I'm saying? And they know that they ain't going to call no hot-headed youngin' up there because we going to get up there and be like, what? Man, I ain't trying to hit none of that. We working. Y'all just stabbed my man. I ain't trying to hit none of that. We working. Boom. So now they'll keep us on lockdown for a month. They'll break us that way, but now people tired of being locked in the cell. And then they'll call the big homie up there, and the big homie might be like, listen, y'all, man, people saying they're going to transfer everybody that, you know, they're going to do this, they're going to transfer Tone, because Tone locked up for bugging to talk to.
I feel like it's the
A
same.
shot caller.
They get the same amount of respect though.
Oh, no.
No, basically, a shot caller sending hits, moves, and all type of shit, extortion, all type of that other shit.
Shot
That's what you're saying.
callers work with the police, bro.
Because they gotta
They
tell the
work with SIS. Anybody, you got big homie,
I get it.
you got big homie from Kenilworth. You got men in the comments right now. Shot callers work
He
with
not
the
doing.
police,
He
bro.
not doing the police debriefing type shit.
Right. It might be a spokesman for the. We won't even let him do the police debrief because shot callers dictate who gets locked up and who don't. You see what I'm saying? if two Crips get into a fight and they don't know how the fight started, the shot caller dictates who gets transferred and who doesn't. You see what I'm saying? Who leaves and goes to another penitentiary and who stays. That's what shot callers do, bro. They work with the police, bro. That's why Tone White told the whole BOP, ain't no shot callers for DC. Ain't gonna never be no shot callers for DC. Mind you, Tone was one of the first DC dudes to make it to the feds, bro. That's one of the originals for federal inmates.
So he's the first one that, like, one of the first federal inmates.
Right.
That's why y'all say y'all look at. He set the blueprint.
Tone set the blueprint for us.
I get it. It's making sense now. Keep going.
Because Tone at a young age went through that, and people like, yeah, you know, shot callers this, shot callers that. See, the feds were so used to shot callers. They were so used to being able to say, okay, we just gonna call the shot call up here, find out what happened, boom, 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 boom. Tone got called up there when he was a youngin' because he was a leader. And he realized what they were doing. And he came back and said, from this day forward, across the BOP, we ain't got no shot callers. We ain't got none of that going. We ain't no gang, right? Shot callers work with the police. And now we start to realize, damn, shot callers dictate with the police who go to jail and who don't. You see what I'm saying? However, shot callers and leaders and black hands, you know, black hands for gang members, what they would do is, man, see, one DC dude is too many. So they'd be like, listen, man, them dudes aggressive. Them dudes I need to talk to. And but see, they stay on the yard with us. They on the penitentiary yard with us, so they know who got influence. You know what I mean? We got big homies. We got people we look up to. And they know because they sit around watching, they hear. They listen, man. The dude Tone, he got them youngins, man. Them youngins wild. They gonna go hard, but like them youngins love Tone, and they listen to everything he got to say. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is the shot callers would tell Tone, man. I mean, tell the SIS and the police, man. We need to talk to Tone and bring Tone up here. We want to put peace, or they'll get while the whole penitentiary on lockdown. The SIS will walk one of the black hands or the leaders of the Crips, K-Head and all them. They'll walk them to Tone's cell to talk to him and come up with a peace treaty because they know if they open the doors, us from DC, especially like us that was in Pollock, Louisiana. You know, I was in Atwater, California. Victorville, Atwater, California is the furthest penitentiary to go. It's halfway across the world. I was there. I was in Victorville, California. So they're my gang yards. So really, if I blow a dude up out here, I get sent back close to home. So I'm looking for a reason to get sent back close to home. I want to go back close to home. I don't want to be out here. So I'm itching. Please give me a reason so I can go. When I go back close to home, I can have my stripes. You know what I mean? I'm a soldier on the field. You know what I mean? Tone was the one that set a lot of standards and all that. You know, damn son, you was in Chico Lane for real. Yeah, you know, I've been to Atwater, California and Victorville, California.
Why you ain't write a book?
Well, shit, brother, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. You know, I ain't never thought about writing a book. You know what I mean? It just, you know,
I'm interested.
I was amazed. I was amazed that so many people on YouTube love this story and love the story of the feds. Because I'd be like, man, I don't want to keep talking about no feds.
Bro, I just learned so much in like 10 minutes, bro. Like, I understand it more than I did. I have no knowledge on it at all. I understand it way more. So I get it.
And see, like people say Lorton dudes are DC blacks. I cringe at it. There are dudes that was down Lorton that never made it to the feds,
and definitely live by different rules and different standards.
Right. Ain't never coming home. They don't have nothing to lose. That are pushing in line for the homies. You know what I mean? That if a rapist come on the yard, they gonna kill him. You know what I mean? Like, you got dudes like that that don't respect what that old law was on. You see what I'm saying? So to put that Lawton stuff on a lot of homies that's in the feds that ain't on that is wrong, Slim, because dudes really done
That's why I
sacrifice.
think
They done
that's
sacrifice
why I
so
think
much.
DC got that fucked up name out the feds, starting with the Lord shit.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff, but you got homies that don't respect that done sacrifice. Like, I'm talking about every day, like, it's still willing to this day to sacrifice it all to destroy a dude that make us look bad. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, Slim, like, I can't let the good men look wild because, like, men know, I'm telling you, bro, like, there are dudes that will kill a rapist. Like, they answer. You see what I'm saying? So they don't care what nobody on that yard care or think anyway, because they gone. They gone. It's over with. On to the next one. Well, they go into the SMOOth program. The SMOOth program is like baby ADX. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, I'm about to go to SMOOth. I don't care what none of them niggas on that yard think or how they feel. That nigga was a rapist, and I dealt with him. You know what I mean? That's how we live, bro. That's how deep. Well, not me, because I ain't, I'm not in the feds no more, but that's how them brothers live every day. Huh?
The penitentiary.
Yeah. What's going on in the next sale in the event, right? So look, right? Look, go ahead, y'all. Watch this, right? So I'm laying in the bed one night, me and my celly, right? He in his bunk, I'm in my bunk, I'm laid back. So all I hear is, right? So I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, right? So the gay guy, he's with this man, right? And all you hear is stop, right? And then because they got that voice like stop, they got that voice, they got that feminine voice, right? Boom. And then you hear the boy say stop. I told you stop. I woke up still. I cried. But I still, me and my celly, right? I took a cardboard and some glue. I glued it over the fit, man. It was hot as a motherfucker. I glued that fish. I put so much tissue and paper in the fit. And the boy said, Dad, I told you stop. I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit. It fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. But fucked me up. Traumatized.
Jail a lot to deal with.
Nah, mentally, jail was designed for mental torture, bro. Like, to mentally break people. You know what I mean? So, like for real, bro. Like, anybody that went through the system, like, if they had a mental break, bro, like, you gotta give them credit, bro. Cause like them cells and them that whole design is for mental torture. You know what I mean? They think, because mind you, jail was created when they still believe putting sharp things on your head to electrocute your brain would get you back in order. You know what I mean? Like, it was built for mental
That's why I don't know
torture, bro.
Why people don't commend me. I don't go there. I never been there. I'm thank God.
Yeah, see, like my man Solid 9 say, see, my man 9 was locked up with me, right? Like, bro, either you be or you go crazy. Like, either, like, one or the other, bro. You either be and laugh or you go crazy. You know what I mean? So, shout out to the men that's going through the struggle, that's holding morals and principles. You know what I mean? And, bro, like, you can't put everybody on that because, like with me, bro, I got stabbed for dealing with a dude that I read paperwork on that was, you know, dealing like on rape shit. You know what I mean? After I broke his face, you know what I mean? So, like, bro, like it's like, you know, it's different, bro.
How